Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the February 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising to get a full picture of everything that's happening for you in February. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up, coming to a close for you in the last few weeks or month. In column number 2, we're going to take a look at everything that's going to happen for you in February. Column number 3 is going to be money. Column 4 will be love. And in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. Now that the cat has paid us a quick visit, let's go and jump in and get started. We're going to pull a card that's going to serve as a summary. We have the card reaction. When I see this card, especially in this kind of like past tense of things that are coming up and coming to a close, this typically means there's something you need to react to still, Capricorn. You need to process those feelings and emotions, feel the feels. Maybe a lot happened in the last few weeks and you just haven't had a break, haven't had the opportunity to kind of process those things. But let's see what's going on and see what messages we get. The first card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. You see this person picking up the swords. It's like a card of running away. So likely there was a person or thing that was not very good to you. Possibly some sort of relationship that was not the best. The next card we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of expectations, tradition. It's very conventional. It's a card of conformity. I would say that whatever this Seven of Swords situation was, or whoever this was not meeting your expectations. You might have almost like lowered your expectations trying to maintain this relationship, and it just wasn't what you needed. It wasn't serving you, Capricorn. The card we have at the bottom here is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card sometimes of ill health. So in the last few weeks, some of you might not have been feeling very good. You could have been sick. This is also a card of worry, isolation, financial loss. You could have been worried about this situation, or this situation could have also cost you money. You could have been putting money into this relationship, or this person may have been spending your money when they shouldn't have been. The nice thing again though is this column is what's wrapping up, so these are things we get to move on and move forward from, which is always good. Let's take a look here. The first card we have for clarifying is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is very curious. This is a card of gossip or truth. So likely this is just indicating that you found out the truth on that relationship, that theft, that betrayal, that dishonesty. The next card we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. With that being said, I feel like with the Hierophant, again, your expectations were not being met. I feel like, and it was kind of like things just kept stepping back, stepping back, stepping back. We don't really know exactly how we got there, but it was with good intention. At the bottom here, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation, abundance. It could be a card of fertility for some of you. Again, you have two creative cards in a row with the Knight of Wands and the Empress, and it's just like things were not correct. They were not how you envisioned them to be. The nice thing though is what I'm getting here, so like this ill health, this worry, this financial loss is coming to a close. We're getting back to our healthier state with the Empress card here. This card of creation and being able to create what you want, and this card of abundance. Now let's take a look at our next column, so what's coming for you in February. We have the card Magnetism. I love the card Magnetism. I believe really strongly in manifesting, so what you think is what you get. It's also similar to the Magician card of like turning your visions into reality. But let's see what we have here, Capricorn. Okay, we have the King of Swords to start with. The King of Swords is very intentional and it's very strategic. What I'm getting is that some of you like have this long-term desire. You're thinking long-term, you want things to be successful long-term, which is really good because it's paired with the magnetism card. So you're attracting this long-term success, long-term happiness, long-term wealth, whatever it is you'll be getting. For those of you that know me, you know that the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's the card of everything. We have the full rainbow of cups here. We have a happy couple, we have kids playing, we have green grass, water running, and there's a house in the background. It's genuinely the card of everything. A card of family, contentment, total love and support. Again, you have the ability to create these things. It's going to be everything that you want. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about trusting your intuition and trusting yourself. So you need to, I guess the message that's coming there goes beyond that. It's saying like you need to be clear on what you want, Capricorn, so you can attract it to yourself. So go within, be thinking about what you want, be clear with what you want so you can attract it to yourself. Let's clarify this row now and see. The first card that we have is the Hierophant. We had the Hierophant once already. Again, this is a card of tradition. It's conventional, it's conformity, it's expectations. A little bit different meaning on top of the King of Swords because this is long-term, this is strategic, but it's like set your expectations, know what you want so you can achieve them long-term. With the Hierophant also, I'm getting the message that it's like set your life and it will conform into what you want it to be, Capricorn. The next card that we have is Ace of Cups. This is new baby, new relationship, proposal, marriage. Quite perfectly, it's paired with a relationship and family card. For those of you hoping to get pregnant, I do think that that will happen for you. This is definitely pregnancy, fertility. For those of you hoping to start a family, relationship, marriage, proposal, possibly even buying a house. All of those things are in the cards for you there. Those two cards pair quite nicely together. Then here at the bottom we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmares. You see this person is sitting up in bed worried about something. With the Knight of Swords, it can be a card of like anxiety and worry as well. I think the message that I'm getting here, Capricorn, is that you're so worried about certain things. You're so worried that you're like more focused on worrying than magnetism, attracting those things you want. So I would say worry less and really be focused on the things that you want so they can come to you, not the things that you don't want. In our next column, let's talk about money. This is anything related to money. So career, job, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything in the money vein. Let's see what we got going on here. The first card we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. Some of you could be reflecting on things. This is also a card of reunion, so you could be being reunited with somebody. This is also a card of gifts, so you could be getting like a bonus or a raise or some sort of merit increase at work. The next card that we have is the Five of Wands. This is a card of rivalry, challenge, obstacles. You see these people and they're fighting with each other, but they're fighting each other with wands versus swords. So I like to describe these as like small bumps in the road rather than something major. But likely there will be some sort of challenge or kind of rivalry or some sort of bump in the road this month in the money or job section of your life. Then at the bottom here we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. You've had the Knight of Wands twice now as well. I feel like you're going to have the ability to change something at your job or the way you run your business. There's something new, something creative coming for you, Capricorn, with that energy. But let's clarify and see what we've got going on. Cups are standing out really strongly in this column, so I just want to call that out really quickly. Cups are typically water signs and it's very emotional. But at the top here we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship, celebration, a circle of support. I do really think for some of you there will be a reunion. Like maybe you hire somebody you used to work with, or you get to transfer departments and work with somebody you really like. Like relationship is coming through pretty strong in this column. The Three of Cups is also celebrating. So for those of you getting that financial gift, absolutely, I think you'll be celebrating that too. The next card we have is the Nine of Cups. This is wishes coming true, material abundance. It's also good health. Love the Nine of Cups in the money column because, of course, material abundance is one of those money things that we look for. But the Nine of Cups, it's turning your visions of reality. It's wishes coming true. I do think that like these obstacles and these rivalries will come to an end. I don't know if it's related to that money coming in or that new person being hired or that reunion, but it feels like a shift. And I think this is more of a general reminder to just be focused on what you want and not get caught up in the small bumps in the road. At the bottom here, we have another celebration card with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration and another card of reunion. We talked about reunion earlier with the Three of Cups as well. It's paired on top of the Knight of Wands, which is that very creative card. It just feels like there's going to be some sort of shift and you'll be celebrating it. Maybe you're just celebrating in general, like your new creative idea really caught on. Maybe you're celebrating that reunion of some sort. Maybe you and this like new person you're working with just really jive together. But celebration seems to be a theme throughout for the money column for you this month. Now, Capricorn, let's take a look at our fourth column, which is love. This is anything related to love, family, friends, relationships, children, all things love. The first card we have is the Ace of Cups. I love the Ace of Cups in the love column. It's new baby, it's new relationship, proposal, marriage. This is like everything. So if you're hoping for a baby, I do think this is a good time for fertility. We talked about fertility a couple times in this reading already. You have 3 fertility cards coming through. If you are single and want to be in a relationship, I absolutely think it will happen this month for you. If you've been wanting to get engaged or married, that seems to be in the cards as well. The next card we have is the Six of Swords. I personally like the Six of Swords. I know it looks a little gloomy. These people are facing away from us. Their head is hanging low, and there are a bunch of swords stuck in the boat. However, the Six of Swords is a necessary transition. The boat is moving forward, and it's moving forward in a positive direction, so it's something that has to happen. In some cases, some of you could be actually moving or relocating, so keep that in mind. It could be physical movement, but this could just be a transition period for your relationship. Maybe your family's growing, or you're now engaged, or you're now married. There's some sort of growth happening there. The last card we have in this column is the Hermit card. This is going within for clarity. It's being on a personal quest. Make sure that you know what you want and continue to get that in a relationship. We have this little light hanging in the corner. This is the light within you. Just make sure you are knowing what you want, and as things come up, go in within for clarity. But let's clarify this column and see what we have here. The first card we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. You look at this person, their head's hanging low, they're carrying all these things, and they're like crying into this bundle. I feel like some of you have been worried. Maybe some of you have been trying to have a baby for a really long time, or you're really tired of being single, or you're really tired of waiting to get married. I do think you're at the turning point, so stay positive and stick with it. But I can feel that some of you are tired, rightfully so. The next card we have, Capricorn, is the Judgment card. I love the Judgment card. Anytime I get the Judgment card, it's favorable for you. This is a card of clarity, making a final decision, which makes sense here because I feel like this is like a transition that has to happen. You have to have this clarity. You have to make this change. It's really a wake-up call, and it's putting you on your life's purpose and on your life's path. You might not always love it, but again, necessary transition, and it's for your best interest. The next card we have is the Chariot card. Somebody once described this to me as the Vroom Vroom card. This means that things are in action, they're changing, you're on a journey, which is really, really good. With the Hermit card, again, that's like the personal quest, going within for what you want. So you're on this journey of finding out what you want. You're on this journey of growing your family, going into a new relationship, taking the next step in your relationship. Now in our fifth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. So something for you to take into February with you. We have the card revision. Check and adjust, I think, is the message I want to give you there. But let's clarify and see what messages we have. The first card we have is the the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is about leaving a legacy. For some, it could be retirement or inheritance. It's a very money-focused card. But this is like when leaving a legacy, this is like confirming that you're doing the right thing. You're setting yourself up long-term. Of course, we'll clarify. We have the repeat Nine of Swords. We had Nine of Swords a little bit earlier. Again, this is like the nightmare card. This is anxiety and worry. Some of you could be worried that you're doing the right thing. Are you doing the right thing for long-term success? Then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about nurturing, healing, support. I feel like you need a reminder from time to time, Capricorn, that you're doing the right thing, that you're on the right path, and you are. The message is here, like, you're doing the right thing. You don't need to worry, but don't hesitate to check and adjust. Like, check in with yourself, make sure it's what you want, make sure you're doing the right things. Let's clarify this column and see what messages I can give you here. The first card we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is, again, a card of change, and it's having to trust your intuition. So this is just knowing that things are going to be right. Trust your intuition that things are correct. Again, it's okay to check and adjust, but we can't be in a constant state of worry that we're doing the right thing. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. For those of you that are worried, it makes sense because we have our Ten of Pentacles, which is a money card, and our long-term card. I think some of you worry about long-term money. I think there could be a change coming for you on the money front. But again, this is just confirming you're on the right path. So don't be worrying about money. Don't be worrying that you're doing the right thing. You are. You can kind of put those nightmares to rest, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork, commerce, expansion. You're expanding, Capricorn, plain and simple. You are growing, you're changing the way that you do things, and it's a really good thing. It's paired with that Queen of Cups. This is about nurturing yourself, healing yourself, supporting yourself, and growing yourself. Really, really good. Now at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck to give you those answers. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, Capricorn, you can stop and pause the video here really quick to think of your questions. But for question number 1, we have the Two of Diamonds. This is number 18 card. That's going to be a yes. For question number 2, we have the Jack of Hearts, sorry, the number 22 card. This is going to be a yes also. For question number 3, we have the Seven of Hearts. This is the number 21 card. That's going to be a yes. So now we're going to move on to our crystal of the month. So we're going to pull a card from the Healing Stones deck. Keep this crystal in your pocket, on your nightstand, on your desk at work. It will support you throughout the month. The crystal that you have is Smoky Quartz. This gives you nerve strength and resilience. Very much so a anti-stress stone. And last but not least, we're going to do a note from the Healing Notes deck. We all could use more healing in life. Your healing note is: healing is not an overnight process. It's a daily cleansing of pain, a daily healing of your life. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. If you are subscribed to my channel, you'll be notified in the future when I post videos. I typically post a couple Capricorn videos a month. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and have a wonderful February.